We're just basically in pre-production in the middle of the previs process.
We established that these creatures are supposed to be super fierce.
This is the time when we're able to basically break down every sequence, analyze it in the computer.
But one gets speared, and the tail just goes wham!
This enables us to pre-visualize, to see the entire sequence from beginning to end. We can work with Louis and exactly get the sequence that he's looking for.
Out of the ground, boom, explodes the first scorpion. 15 foot tall, the brothers stop, a little bit of a uh-oh moment. I spear, I split.
I'm going to leap over here.
He breaks my legs. Choom, I backslap him. And then down.
Oh, look at that!
They aren't scorpions. That's the thing. They're scorpiox, and there is a distinction. They're bigger than that. They're powerful, much more powerful.
We did sort of scaling tests, you know, with people standing by projected images and going, that looks good, that's too small, that's too big, that, you know, feels more threatening.
We came up with about 12 designs. Bits of those filtered into the final design. We took like a claw from one, a leg from another. Started to work on the eyes and the face, the shape of the face, taking the best head, the best legs, the tail, you know, that evolved, and the way the tail works into the spine, works into the back.
We got a lot of reference of real scorpions, and then we also looked at large creatures and how they move. So they're a kind of hybrid of insecty, fast, pincer-like movements. And if you can imagine, if they really were that size, how they would respond to gravity, momentum, and force of the real world.
Visual effects and practical effects have to work hand in hand. My experience is acting is reacting, so you can't just bounce off a tennis ball.
Action!
You've got to have stuff that can get your head going, get your juices flowing.
I mean, interaction is the hardest thing when you're fighting a giant creature that you can't really touch.
If you want to hit something, there's a difference between hitting air and hitting a guy in a green suit. It reflects in your muscle tone. It gives you a different velocity kind of thing when you come in, rather than acting to air. That stuff works. You know, that's how we did it on Avatar. That's how you got to do it here. You know, you need something to bounce off.
I think he looks all right. I think he's the new Teletubby.
It's $50 million trying to recreate what we could have had with just this.
He's riding the back of a scorpion. The way he's thrown around, you couldn't reproduce that.
The crossover between us and visual effects are quite close on this rig, so that when Mads is on it, it actually fits the CG model exactly. So when he puts his foot on any part of the rig, it matches Nick's CG scorpion.
It's quite an effort to strip him off the rig and put it onto the CG one. But it looks great. So on the right here, you've got the rig on location, and here we're dropping our CG scorpion back over the top of the rig. So we've tracked every plate, match moved our scorpion to fit the sequence. And I think shooting this on location, it's really paid off because it's just the lighting, the dust, the way Mars interacts with the gimbal rig is fantastic. And shots like this, you just couldn't do that as a green screen shoot.
It's a ballet of camera move, of animated scorpion action and choreographed moves from the actors to give the illusion of these guys in a massive battle against these giant scorpiops.